Namaste, Galactic family. Welcome back to the channel IndigoAngel. Come on into this dimension, guys, and come on in and get galactivated. Okay, we got a video today where we got a lot of messages for 2023 for Starseeds, for Gridworkers, for those in the higher consciousness community. No matter where you are at, I have a message for you today to upgrade your field. And I've been getting guided that this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now at this time, is to be working with the Starseed consciousness community. And so don't forget to subscribe, hit that notifications bell, comment and share this video today. Put a big like on this video, a call to action in 3, 2, 1, hit the like button and let's go. So I hope you guys like my back banner that I have up here right now, as this was made by the lovely Tonai Williams, beautiful soul that has been working with me on putting all of my material together for this course. And I'm so excited to be announcing working with these two beautiful, divine, feminine, lovely emissaries from the stars. This is Miss Lightstar, who truly is a channel. She is a light language extraordinaire. She is essentially a cosmic mother principal in the YouTube community, and she has so much wisdom to share. We also have the beautiful Miss Pink Bella Aloha. Hey girl, you're sitting behind me back there. Essentially, I'm sorry about that. She's in the center of the picture. So she is also amazing. She has a lot of insight and knowledge about ascension mechanics, Blu-ray Starseeds, advanced Akashic records information. So I'm really excited to come together with me over here with my angel wings. You guys know how I do. Love my wings. They're fabulous. But essentially, we're coming together to host a 4-day event, Galactivation Container, that is a transformational event. It is something that is so profound. Your field is going to expand so much, so far, so galactically, that you may not ever be the same again after this event. I'm telling you, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I'm going to get into the details of this later in this update, but I am so excited to be able to share this, to be able to put this together, to really connect in and contribute to the new ascension waves that are rolling through the grid fields right now as we speak. You guys, we have new star seeds waking up. We have new earth templating and light grid fields activating and coming on live, overriding the negative and black magic grids that we have in this earth. And we are so excited to be doing this work right now. This is all in, right? All in work, all mission work. So today in this video, the messages are for Starseeds. And hey, if you're someone who feels that the word starseed is a little bit cliche, or maybe even a fantasy to you, to some, not to all, right? To those who really know the depth of this knowledge, how deep our cosmic history truly goes, everything revolves around our cosmic history. Everything. Okay? The entirety of those timelines, it's according to timeline trigger events, timeline cosmic warfare. Everything that goes on right now in this third dimensional plane is according to that galactic reality. And so we're going to be talking about why celestial consciousness, why this awakening phase, this ascension capacity is crucial. Okay, it's a crucial aspect in one's total ascension capacity processes that highly attunes your field perception, your psychic awareness, and all of your intuitive abilities. So if you are meant to go galactic, it means you are meant to go quantum cognition. And if you're someone who's new to my channel, and I just came to my channel, I've been expanding myself a lot lately on other people's channels. Welcome to the channel for one, but for two, just know that the way I talk, the way I speak, it is from being galactically charged. Okay. It is from having expanded consciousness into the galactic realms. And so everything here is rapid acceleration. It's multidimensionality. This is a fourth dimensional space-time living experience in the 3D, right? Of a higher linguistic capacity and an expanded collective radial mind field attunement. And this, guys, this is what activates the avatar body. So some of you may have heard about the avatar. Okay, I have talked a lot about the avatar. If you've done a 13-dimensional chakra clearing with me in the past, you will know that I always push people to connect to the avatar, because the avatar is also another crucial development phase in one's ascension to starseed awakening processes. And the avatar is a term used to describe a 12-dimensional, simultaneously conscious being. Okay, this is the highest expression of consciousness of the original human divine blueprint. This is the state of being a true Christ consciousness. Okay, that's really what's really backing up what starseed consciousness is. Okay, the 12 DNA strands activated, or what is the silicate matrix. And I'm not talking biblical, you guys. I am talking cosmic Christ divine light. Okay, these are cosmic principles. These are radial principles. And these are evolutionary phasing principles. And we all have an avatar, Christos, future, past, now, self. And we can call upon this aspect of our identity for support in our personal ascension. I do it all the time. If there is something in your life right now that feels out of your field of attainment, that feels out of your control, that feels beyond you, okay, take it to the avatar, because that's where you are essentially navigating the human. Okay, so it's flipping the field perception, taking you up into the higher awareness, talking to yourself from that place, so that way you can direct your human from avatar perspective, avatar consciousness, from Christed consciousness. And so I know that you guys are really used to me talking about grid work on my channel. That's mostly what I've been rooted in, focused in. You've seen me in my grid worker missions, which are still ongoing. We have so much more to come with that. It can't stop, won't stop. Okay. And the development of these grid work spiritual technologies, I live for this. But what I'm being called to do right now is really take a step back. Okay, take a step back for the month of March. And I'm really focusing on, and I've been guided to do this. This is a clarion call from the guardians, you guys. Okay, so just know that this has been handed to me as a mission based implementation to really focus on the celestial fundamentals. I have been shown, seen, and told where we are going in the future with New Earth, with the ascension processes. And so what I'm meant to do is to ultimately build the knowledge of grid worker consciousness and higher consciousness expansion, but through the activations of starseed consciousness, right? To explain those fundamental processes of how we get to being on that level of an influential grid work, that it is a process of attunement and activation to higher radial energies, information, knowledge, okay, intellect, that gets us to the higher consciousness expansion levels. And so I did just recently do a remote view the other day, continuing to data collect on the holonomic architecture of DC, okay, holographic reality. And I highly recommend you guys go watch that video. If you're on my grid worker wave, just tune right into that. Essentially, because that's where we're going to keep picking up and off of it to keep that rolling and flowing. But I'm also getting called right now currently down to break down some Hawaiian energies as well, the Lemurian islands in the inner Earthgate access areas. So those are some things that are coming up next. But right now, I've been getting the messages that I'm supposed to be sharing the ascension processes with you guys. Okay, the total development processes to understand the cosmic influence that guides and transmits from the radial stargates in the planetary body, and ultimately guides humanity and builds the organic grid templating in which we embody and walk upon and through. And we have been getting a lot of messages lately that grid work is the next evolutionary phases. It's in a collective awakening process within the higher consciousness community fields right now. Okay, 2023, this is the rise of the gridworkers. And this knowledge is taking flight. And this knowledge is that which will begin to build and carve out the planetary spiritual development processes that allow for new Earth architecture to lay foundation. Okay, these are 144,000 rebirthing and mission processes, activating the 144 harmonics in the Earth. I have really talked about this a lot last year, 2022, because this was the original seed templating of the 222 mission codes. And this was where we were anchoring the double diamond light sun body. We were going through the diamond crystal star matrix, our internal sun, and the planetary diamond architecture. So all of this is working spiritually subatomically to call forth the new earth prophecies. This is what it is doing. We're calling forth new earth processes. Again, this is a clarion call. Okay, if you can hear this call, this is the attunement right now. This is taking place. Okay, this is a resurgence through the darkness. The infinite spectrum of light is through the spectrum of darkness. And so the new earth prophecy is not something that doesn't already exist here now. It is here now. It is being built here now by the indigos, by the empaths, by the way showers, by the starseeds, okay, which is the advanced version of that, and by the 144,000 mission-based radial differentiation celestial influence starseed interaction with the planet and the grid. And so I don't want any of you to give up on the new earth, okay, to question the reality or the truth of this, if it is or isn't coming. I can tell you, I have been shown that I'm a vision holder of this truth, as many of you are as well. Okay, we don't do this alone. And we hold the vision to create the pathways for us to get there, because I have been shown how these realities are being built in the earth. And guys, I have written about this so many times, breaking down the holonomic architecture of what the new earth grid, light grid matrices look inside the earth. Please go and read my past articles that I have put out. I'm going to pull them up for you guys right now, because I want to just highlight where you need to go, what you need to look at to get this information, because I want you to have all of it. So you just want to go to my site, go to my blogs, okay, and you're going to scroll down because there's quite a bit. And hey, just so you know, all these articles here are covering it in one way or another, just from a different perspective or angle. But it really starts with May 24th, 2022. What can you expect from the 3 days of light? Okay, and going back on the previous page, also speaking about Cygnus Supernova 3 days of light. This right here, and also the Dove Grid New Earth template as well. But this here, I go into the depth of what the New Earth Grid architecture is, looks like, how it presents, what the Swan Grid Light template is, what this expansion is from the 44th parallel. I've talked about the 44th parallel and how this is a heightened activated ley line in the United States right now, branching out and expanding the Dove Grid that transforms into that higher emanation of the Swan and takes flight for the creation of the new Earth development here. And so I highly recommend going and reading this article to catch you up on all of the grid tips and starseed tips of what these important messages are. Like, I have important messages here. So it's here now, guys. New Earth is here. It's being built, and we are collaboratively doing that together. So go and read these articles, because I have just so much that you can go up and catch up on in terms of the prophecy and where I've covered the details of the New Earth architecture. Now let's get into this. Why does Starseed consciousness play a role in our current ascension timelines right now? I think this is a very important question, as many will come to understand that ascension takes place in many phases of activation within your biological markers for the next level of awakening phase that you are in. And each level of that awakening is taking you deeper into the subtlety realms. Going galactic is equivalent to going quantum cognition in your awareness and in your spiritual field perception. Okay, this is the breakdown of this awareness, and this begins in the radial bodies. Okay, radial bodies, radiation, okay, but it's organic radiation, it's celestial radiation. The diversity of this, meaning multiple star system gate systems, okay, and the templating, this is where starseed consciousness runs encoding to the celestial genetic diversity in one's field. Now, this comes in through the body, through the base levels of your light body, right at your field geomancy, in your holonomic structures, okay? As you become galactic, as you go starseed, as you go quantum, you're reading holonomic architecture. This is what we do. Okay, this is what opens us up to our highest grid work capacities and abilities. And this comes through your universal tree of life. Okay, so the activation of your universal tree of life, the structures of your light body field, that's what you're doing. That's what the ascension rehabilitation processes are. You are repairing the structures of your light body to become a fully functional sea star, to become a fully functional starseed, right? Your universal tree of life is directly connected into the bone density. Believe it or not, guys, it goes, that's where super quantum is. That's the most internal space in you, is in your bone density field. This is where we run honeycomb hexagonal geometry, aka the organic flower of life. It is a design within the bone density. It's a design within all of your organic organs. It's a design within your DNA. It is a design within your holonomic architecture, but it really, at the base templating, it runs through the bone density. It runs through the proteins. It runs through the amino acids. It runs through the 64 codons and the DNA and the genetic complexes of the body. What your awareness is picking up on is the radial genetic diversity that runs and where it runs in the body, and it activates the blueprint to your cosmic identity. Okay, so as you filter through all of the phases of who you are in every single dimension, as you filter through all the phases of the archetypes in which you hold, as you filter through the depth of your everything and nothingness, okay, you find your cosmic blueprint, that's there underneath all of that. Okay, and that is the universal imprint. Okay, the cosmic imprint, but it is what designs the universal imprint. So you can see how you're really expanding back past the avatar here. The star seeds were a part, okay, those who came in as star seeds, they were a part of the planetary evolutionary cycle, the plan to hold the DNA strands 4 through 12 activated in order to have the template of the divine human intact through the cycles of evolution. We are evolutionary beings. Okay, we are eternal beings, and we are transmitters of the genetic code. Okay, we are everything in this universal celestial system. We start with what the origin is, but we are everything in truth. And those that are truly aware of this know that, okay? They know that at the core. They are destined to retrieve the avatar in this life and beyond that. And starseed consciousness awareness typically takes place when one has accelerated past and through the threshold of the avatar and past and through the threshold of the 12D field spectrum, okay, which ultimately takes place with heart consciousness expansion, right? So you got to get that heart up and open. But after that, it's a process of awareness of expansion and contraction, absorbing more particle awareness at these more subatomic levels, bringing that in to expand and come online at around the 13 to the 22 dimensional framework of cosmic mind. Okay, so going galactic is going into the infinite realms and the super mastery fields of high level psychic mastery where ultra terrestrial interdimensionality is activated. Okay, and it doesn't matter how you see it. We have these ET UAPs going around. That's a very external, limited version of what this actually is. This is all higher intelligence fields. So this is where one has the ability to anchor cosmic intelligence into this earthly body and also hold genetic radial memory to past and future stations of memory of identity. So most starseeds on the earth, most truly activated 12D, 13, 22D starseeds, okay, they have memory of all 7 root race life experiences. And as these memories slowly awaken in one's processes, and most hold the global civilizational geochronological capacities as well. So that means that they're actually cosmically attuned to the grid. Okay, and this activates grid holonomic awareness. They are activated to pulse points on the earth. The pulse points, okay, there's about 7 main pulse points, all generating around the 33rd parallel, that brought forth all 12 tribes of humankind. Okay, and that's not where they all are. Some of them go down a little bit more south and a little bit more north, but the majority of them are right there at that 33rd parallel. Okay, so that's how expanded in the abilities starseeds truly are. Okay, again, this is a key fundamental developmental phase in ascension processes that gets you to grid work. And that's what I want you guys to have. I want you guys to have the keys that unlock your highest grid work capacities and abilities. Okay, so it's like I put this big grid worker facilitator course out and it was amazing. It was beautiful. There's so much that's continuing to come and evolve from that. And I really look forward and continue to do grid worker courses in the future, continuing to evolve of what was done this time. But essentially, I have to go back to the fundamentals now. Okay, I have to go back to what the core energy, supporting energies of what grid work is to get people in the ability to be accelerated in their holonomic awareness, okay, to activate the actual radial codes and initiations in the DNA to get them into that place, into that phase, into that level. So currently, what this really comes in at, again, so if you're holding those 12 tribal humankind, pulse point, 7 root races, all the starseed DNA activated, currently what comes in is for those that have at least activated their Mayan blueprint pulse point. If you've activated the Mayan blueprint pulse point, you will be able to fully actualize that we are in an evolutionary ascension cycle that is reharmonizing itself back to the original galactic synchronization of space-time, back to the 0-point field. Okay, the Mayans knew this. The Mayans mastered this. The Chinese knew this. The Chinese mastered this. I Ching. I Ching is based upon the holonomic architecture of the pyramid structures, okay, that used to be a living system on this earth. Once the Atlantean Stargate was blown, that system was blown. Okay, so we've had a lot of degradation to this earth. I'm not going to go into it right now, but essentially, this is what has taken us back to the original galactic synchronization of space-time, is the Mayan blueprint pulse point on the planet. Okay, they hold the divine template to that. Okay, those that are aware of what I'm talking about right now understand this. And then they pop out, remove their Draco seals, and fully integrate the 4th dimensional time perception and new Earth light grid templates that run in the Earth. So the starseeds are the ones right now. This is why this is so important, why this is a clarion call. It's important to know that the starseeds on this earth are the ones who will be reading, integrating, and transmitting the ascension codes during this evolutionary cycle, which allows them to interpret the new earth light field matrices, which are building the inner core spiritual pre-matter bodies to the new earth. So many of the starseeds came in to work on behalf of this process and to be the vision holders that build the new earth through this visibility. This is entirely what mission work is about at a core fundamental level. And mission, okay? And I know this is resonating because it's resonating throughout me right now as I'm saying it. Mission is entirely a life of service to the vision of building that new earth. Everything that you do to be getting onto mission is a part of that construction process, because we are all serving that reality. We are all serving that development of the new earth. Many of us have sacrificed everything to walk this path, and it is without question. Okay, because it is a knowing of truth of what we are becoming. It is the becoming. And for starseeds, this life is ultimately about getting on mission. This incarnation, this life. There isn't anything else that you are meant to be doing other than getting on mission, because this is the apex of the starseed ascent. The moment when actions, dedication, and consistency merge with your cosmic mind and the awareness of the radial sources within which support that. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting all kinds of telepathic messages of specific people that are actually coming in to communicate with that message right now. So I know that they will be receiving it. But this message is for starseeds within. This is to go back to your childhood. This is the message they're saying right now. They're saying, go back to childhood and remember what brought you joy. For that is what they do. They're saying they're going to regress you to accelerate you. So to go back to joy of your childhood, because this is the same thing in which is embedded as your galactic mission. The mission is where your heart finds purpose in your service to others with alignment to joy and sacrifice. For sacrifice of the self is the base frequency of the law of one. Okay, this is the message. It's coming in. It's streamlining down. That's the galactivation message today. This is what's imperative for 2023. Remember that. Sacrifice of the self is the base frequency of the law of one. And so it's important to know this, because starseeds have specific roles and they have a humanitarian spiritual mission based on the law of one to help free the planetary soul from spiritual and energetic oppression enforced by the negative enslavement systems, the false father god religions, okay? But I got messages the other day when I was doing the Washington, D.C. Gridwork lookie with my dear friend Felix. And what I heard was that all souls will be free at the end of time. So that means that this enslavement process is beyond this planetary body. It is beyond this universal system. It is into the cosmic systems and into the multiverse, in the cosmic multiverse. Okay, so that means that the enslavement system is not just here. And that means the reincarnation process and getting off this planet is not going to stop that enslavement system, because once you get off, there's a bigger enslavement system out in the multiverse. Okay? It all comes down. All souls will be freed when that comes to its 10 of swords, when that comes to its ending point. Okay, so what we are meant to do right now is there is only one truth for us all, and it is the law of one. It is the imminent moment of freedom for us all simultaneously at the same time. So what we do right now, this is to elevate and change the destructive timelines through genetic rehabilitation and erase the negative alien mind control software programs. These software programs of religion were put in place by patriarchal dominant negative agendas. Okay, and so this was the enforcement processes of that enslavement of planetary population, but also universal and cosmic planetary enslavement. Okay, we are here to extract that negative quanta at the quantum levels. That's what we are here to do as starseeds. Because for many starseeds, this lifetime is a recon mission. Okay, that means indigo type 3s, you know what I'm talking about right now. That means that we came here to gather the intel required to comprehend the levels of genetic damage and restore it. Many of us have spent years rehabilitating the Anunnaki gene code. I have personally rehabilitated hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of the Anunnaki gene code. It's a never-ending job here on this earth when that Atlantis Stargate collapsed. Okay? But it's about sacrifice of the self to the law of one. We are to find the source of planetary invasion and identify the main invader races. Okay, an attempt to offer sovereignty and freedom to the souls which had been enslaved. I got messages this morning that a part of my soul was and truly a refugee race. I came in as a refugee through the moon chains, and that's why I had moon chains. Okay, so this goes beyond what the Lemurian Holocaust was. And these abused and entrapped in repeated reincarnation cycles under limited damaged DNA codes is more than what we think it is. One of the primary issues is this violation of the human soul from negative alien abduction, the SRA, from soul body siphoning, sexual mutilation, what's happening to our children right now, the social infection, the cloning, replicant bodies, artificial wombs, right? The removal of the mother's connection, the removal of the mother's heart, and using living human bodies and sperm and ovum to genetically farm humans. Okay, they've taken over and fracked the creation processes and ET hybrid bodies. Okay, all of these distortions, which we still see heavily play out right now from the needlecraft technology of the non-human entities that won the last war. Okay, non-human entities won the last war. And guess what? Got rewritten history. It got rewritten in their favor against humans, against the original organic human body. So that's why this feels so heavy, guys. This is why I am also 100% dedicated to this. Why I have gone all in. Why I have created Starseed Activators. Okay, because I received a vision of where the future is going. And it is going more subatomic. It is going galactic. More and more. It will be galactic. It will be a normal reality here on this earth as it activates within the youth and activates and rolls into the 7th root race, which will expand mostly from the southern hemisphere. Okay, it's why I wrote a methodology book of how to interpret your starseed origins. And now, guys, and I'm going in and I'm going hard. I'm pulling out everything that I have for this Starseed course with these 2 other divine, beautiful way showers, Pink Bella Aloha and Lightstar. I'm pulling it all out and I'm going and digging deep. I'm going in and I'm going to be teaching all about the cosmic Akash and the advanced levels of our Starseed cosmic galactic history here on this earth, because it's imperative for Starseeds to have this information right now. Because Starseeds play the most imperative role on Earth that ushers in the new Earth timelines and works to correct all that is diabolical, viral, mutated, degraded, spiritually, biologically, and planetarily. That's what Starseeds have came to do. Okay, this is not about the savior that is outside of you. This is about being that. And the Starseeds are the ones who can receive the higher intelligence information transmissions from their star systems of origin and beyond that. Okay, those of you who know that are attuned to systems outside of what is directly even in your birth chart, and use that information on Earth to implement the evolutionary ascension timeline. So there's a lot of benefits to understanding and knowing this information. And we are going to break this all down in this course, guys. So I am going to show you the landing page to this because I absolutely love it. And just know that we are ready to rock and roll. So we are ready to have you come and sign up for this course. This is going to be 10 live calls that include all of the teachings here. We're going to have 3 galactic activations that are going to expand the consciousness field into the galactic spectrum. And then we're going to have 1 panel discussion here. So this is total about 18, it's about 20 hours. Okay, this is about a 20-hour course. Okay, so when some of you guys are looking at this price, because I've gotten a little pushback from some people that don't really understand what they're getting into with this and how deep and how extensive this is going to be. This is 20 hours of coursework. This is an entire galactic container event. This is a 4-day galactic course container live webinar event with world-class emissaries from the stars. Your cosmic way showers, IndigoAngel, Pink Bell Aloha, and Light Star. We've been chosen to issue this clarion call across all nations at this time. Now to send it out to all starseeds, all indigos, all guardians, all empaths, and those embarking on the path of awakening and service to others and getting into mission. So we are offering this because to remember who you are, to awaken to your starseed cosmic identity, to advancing your DNA, your multidimensionality, and quantum cognition. The stars and the mission are calling you right now, guys. So go and check this out because we're so excited to put this together. And there are a lot of benefits to this. Immense amount of benefits to all of this. You're going to really be able to embrace your starseed soul from brand new perspectives too. So if this is not your first go at understanding the starseed realm, this is going to be coming from new perspectives, bringing in more, bringing in the cosmic expansion. Hey, do you consider yourself to be a galactic activation junkie? I like to use that word because that's really what we are. We're searching, we're looking for that next activation, the next thing that's going to take us to the next level of expansion. And this is it. So we are going to be courageously breaking through challenges and limitations of the matrix. You're going to feel successful from your Jedi training and spiritual lessons. We're going to initiate your soul through hidden number activations. We're going to expand the ability to become more intimately connected with your higher self and awaken your hearts with light language as well. We're doing an entire segment, 2-hour segment on light language development, light language training. We're going to work on purifying old and stagnant patterns that limit your DNA's expression. We're going to deeply cleanse and activate you in your DNA to new heights, to the Christic DNA code. We are going to all of your Starseed superpower tools for your journey. We are going to work on anything karmic and ancestral. And there's just going to be so much improved energy and health benefits. And I can tell you from these past course containers I've done, this really increases your psychic and cosmic intuitive depth perception. This is full starseed awareness and total mind expansion. This is connection to your star origin and radial light sources. Again, receiving and remembering our shared galactic Akashic records and historical cosmic events. This is this is key. This right here is key. So this is going to bring immense light body activations and upgrades in your field, strengthening of your auric shield. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So much so that I really wanted to offer the full Starseed package to you guys. So what I'm going to offer, if you're hearing the special message today, I'm going to really pull out all the stops for you guys with this one. So if you go and register for the course, and if you also go and book a Starseed Origin reading with me, okay, book those 2 things, take those 2 receipts, email them to info@indigoangel222.com. We will get that Starseed Origin reading out to you. And we will also send you 1 free Starseed Activator according to your most dominant origin in the chart. So we will send this out to you for free. So that way you can use these attunement tools when we have this course. Now, this is going to be a limited offer, you guys. I'm only going to be able to offer this for about the next week, probably. Okay, because as we get closer to actual course, I'm not going to be able to do this offer. I'm not going to be able to do it because we won't have the time to get you your chart. We won't have the time to get you the activator. So this is a one-time deal. If you saw this video, you have this opportunity to get in on this deal. In addition to that, I'm also going to send you a free PDF of my book, How to Read Celestial Starseed Akashic Origins. Okay, so the entire Starseed package. We're pulling out everything we have to get you the attunement tools, everything that you will need to activate to this cosmic Starseed consciousness expansion and advanced levels of Starseed course. And so I'm so excited to share all of this with you guys. All of the links will be down in the description with the instructions of what to do for this limited offer for now until the next week. Okay, so today is March 8th. This offer is going to be good up until March 15th. That's my expiration date on this offer. So if you caught this video today, be sure to join me on this journey and the entirety of this Starseed package that I'm offering today with you guys. So I look forward to all of you being in this course with me. We already have Rob at Typical Skeptic Podcast. He's going to be in the course with us today. A couple of you have already signed up as well. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to activate at this live webinar 20-hour course event, guys. This is massive. This is massively extensive. Okay, so those of you who know about this, you'll know that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime event with Lightstar, Pink Bella Aloha, and me, your girl, IndigoAngel. So I love you all so much. And thank you. Namaste. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the course. Take care.